So we got a major update on Cris Lencioni. As most of you know, Cris was hospitalized in an intensive care unit after suffering cardiac arrest while training jiu-jitsu in June. This was posted to Chris's Instagram today. It says, after 70 days straight of hospital and inpatient rehab, we made it home. I've been putting off posting this because we needed time as a family. Cris is doing really well. He's continuing to work hard like he always does. It's definitely been an adjustment, but we are so thankful. To everyone following and supporting Cris in his recovery, thank you. I'll be posting more frequently now that we're settled. His memory, speech, and vision are still impaired, but every day he gets better. Ciryl Gane reflects on his victory over Sergei Pavlovich. Gane says he was actually present during this fight, which he says he was not against Jon Jones.
There were a lot of question marks and doubters leading into this fight. Was that a big motivator going into this fight to prove these doubters wrong?
It was not really important. That's not the good word, but just to fix it, like, you know what I mean? Just to fix it, the situation. It was a mistake, it was not me. I know my coach and all of our corner know that. I was not here on my last fight, and today I was really here, really aware, and I proved it, and we did it. But yeah, the division now, you see, it's not easy to manage this division, for real. You have a big level now. This is a new era for the heavyweight division, and you have some big movement. We're waiting for a big battle fight with two GOATs. Maybe gonna retire. So for me, the good way is to go back. It was my mission tonight, to shining, to prove I'm still here, and I want to go back to the belt. So we will see. We will see for the moment.
John McCarthy reacts to Jorge Masvidal saying he wants to come out of retirement and challenge Justin Gaethje for the BMF belt. John says although he's a fan of Jorge, he's retired and needs to stop.
That would be a fun fight. I just don't. There's no reason. Gaethje's one step away from another title shot.
Gaethje's sitting at number 2. Okay, he's got Charles Oliveira in front of him, and then the champ. Why would he take someone on at 170? He's never fought at 170. That's not his weight class. He fights at 155. He's comfortable. And Justin Gaethje is not a small.
No, he's not.
He's a big 55er. So he could definitely do it. You know, he could go up to 170, but I think wasn't the point of the whole thing with, you know, Justin against Dustin was that Masvidal was handing off the BMF title now and it's gone.
Yeah.
It's like, it's gone. Stop. You retired. There's no reason. You're always going to have that itch to come back. And I love Masvidal, but I just don't see this happening.
I mean, if I'm Justin, what I'm doing is I'm waiting for him. After I get my next title shot, I would probably do one last fight for the BMF against Masvidal. That'd be a money fight. Say my goodbyes. Like my retirement fight would be to fight it, and then that gives Masvidal time to get even more fat. You know, be out of the sport, a little bit longer while Justin's been training for title shots. You know, so fights for the title. If he comes up short, you know, then what he does is then he calls out Masvidal and says, okay, let's go ahead, let's do this BMF fight. Put you right back into the mix. Talk, buzz around your name again, and then say farewell, you know, after that fight. Got 2 money fights back to back. You got the title shot, then you get the then you got.
What if you win the title?
Then there's no reason to fight him. Yeah, there's more money. A lot more money. I wonder if they're giving him an upgrade on the BMF belt like you would in the regular title. Not as much probably, but there's got to be something. Or is it just
maybe
the belt?
For that fight.
I'm gonna go buy myself a BMF belt. Throw it up right behind me.
Max Holloway pays respect to the Korean Zombie.
You know, this is to my friend, the Korean Zombie, the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you, man. Thank you for the years of fighting. Thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for allowing me to be your last dance partner. You're not only an inspiration to me, I'm for sure you're an inspiration to many, as you could see at Fight Night. You helped UFC grow to what it is today. You really grew that platform for them out in Asia, and just amazing, man. You know, again, thank you for allowing me to share the octagon with you. You know, and then me being your last dance partner, that really means a lot. I got nothing but love for you. Your legacy will forever live on.
Ciryl Gane, Tom Aspinall, and Michael Bisping were hanging out after UFC Paris.
Go, Michael!
Colby Covington recently did a collab with Matan, and they did cryotherapy.
How long does he stay in the cryotherapy? Does he quit before the time limit of 3.5 minutes? That's the bet. It's gonna start getting real cold in about 30 seconds. He goes to another level of cold. Impressive. Here's when it goes to the next level. Look at these. Seen pro fighters get out of there in 30 seconds. They're like, nope, too cold. Pretty interesting.
Israel Adesanya is rooting for Khamzat Chimaev to defeat Paulo Costa so he can fight him down the line. Izzy, however, warns Khamzat that Paulo is a hard fight. Izzy said, "I just made Paulo look easy, but trust me, he's a hard fight. He's a hard fight, but I made him look easy. But I think I'm rooting for Khamzat more in that fight, because I like new blood." Ain't that funny? I'm the one actually pushing for fights. I'm even trying to have one more this year. We'll see. Yeah, definitely. Might get one more fight this year. We'll see. Ciryl Gane's house was robbed during UFC Paris over the weekend. According to MMAfighting.com, the thieves allegedly ransacked Gane's home during the main event with Sergei Pavlovich. Police were called to his house Sunday morning and reportedly discovered forced entry to the front door and missing items totaling over 150,000 euros or over 166,000 US dollars. The thieves allegedly took jewelry and a Rolex watch. The report also cites that a member of Ciryl Gane's team may have informed the thieves of his schedule to set it up. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post future ones. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to Jorge Masvidal telling Justin Gaethje he should defend his BMF title against him. The first one says Jorge needs to fight Ben Askren again. I would love to see that fight. The second one's from Will. It says Jorge telling Gaethje to defend the BMF belt is hilarious. How many times did he defend it? And the final one's from Derek. It says, I find it ironic that Jorge talks about defending the BMF belt when he never defended it. Whenever someone would ask him about putting it on the line, he would always come up with an excuse of why he shouldn't. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured on the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. If you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen to get caught up. And make sure to go subscribe to our second channel where we post our exclusive MMA interviews.